Good morning, church. Today is July 2nd, 2021, and our Open Heavens topic for today is Occupy until He returns. And our memory verse is taken from Luke chapter 19, verse 13. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, Occupy till I come. Reading Joshua chapter 13, verse 1 to 6. Now Joshua was old and stricken in years, and the Lord said unto him, Thou art old and stricken in years, and there remaineth yet very much land to be possessed. This is the land that yet remaineth, all the borders of the Philistine and all Geshuri, from Sheol, which is before Egypt, even unto the borders of Ekron northward, which is counted to the Canaanites, 5 lords of the Philistines, the Gazahites, and the Hazotites, the Eshkalonites, the Gittites, and the Ekronites, also the Avites. From the south, all the land of the Canaanites and the Merah that is beside the Sidonites, unto Aphek, to the borders of the Amorites, and the land of the Gibeonites, and all Lebanon towards the sun rising, from Balgad under Mount Ammon unto the entering into Amath. All the inhabitants of the hill country from Lebanon unto Misrophotamim, and all the Sidonites, them will I drive out from before the children of Israel. Only divide thou it by lot unto the Israelites for an inheritance, as I have commanded thee. Jesus' parable in the memory verse of today was directed to the disciples who he was preparing for the Great Commission in Mark 16, verse 15 to 16. They were to occupy until his return. Sometimes we think the word occupy means to keep busy alone. It is more than that. We must not keep ourselves busy. We must not keep ourselves busy doing nothing substantial. To understand the import of Christ's command in Luke chapter 19, verse 13, we must look at the Bible reading of today. The Lord assessed the occupation of the promised land under Joshua's leadership as below his expectation. This should be food for thought for the church today. Joshua became old and did not have the required energy to lead the battle against the inhabitants of the land which God had given to the children of Israel. In the same vein, when Jesus Christ said that we should go into the world and preach the gospel to every creature, he was actually saying that we should occupy the land so as to establish his reign on earth. It is beyond keeping ourselves busy, but busy just for the sake of it. The question now are we really occupying while awaiting Jesus' second coming? Can we say we are occupying both the geographical and spiritual landscape and atmosphere of the world? What can we show for all the millions we are spending on missions and evangelistic efforts? Have we paused our efforts to occupy the nooks and crannies of the kingdoms of this world like this disciple of old? We must always remember that our mandate is to make disciples of all nations. Beloved, we must not lose ground anymore. As a matter of fact, we must recover the ground we have lost. We must summon courage to go after the enemy and recover the kingdoms that once belonged to the church and the cathedrals that have been turned to dens of sin. Christian nations that have become secular must be revived and brought back to the light of the gospel of the Son of the living God. May the Lord help us. Action points. You must be active in spreading the gospel to the whole world, and win back institutions and nations for the Lord our God. Amen.